My wife keeps gushing about how our newborn inherited my natural curls, but I've been getting perms every 6 months for our entire relationship. I have pin straight hair, always have. But in college, every girl I dated mentioned loving guys with curly hair. After getting rejected one too many times, I started getting perms at this little salon near campus. When I met Rachel 3 years ago, she immediately ran her fingers through my artificial curls and said curly hair was her biggest weakness. I've been sneaking to a salon 2 towns over every 6 months since then, telling Rachel I'm visiting my college buddy Mike. I even learned to use special curl-enhancing products and sleep with a silk pillowcase to maintain the look. The whole routine cost me $400 every visit, but it seemed worth it to keep Rachel happy. Now our daughter Mia is 3 weeks old with the most gorgeous tight curls I've ever seen. Rachel keeps taking photos, posting them online with captions like "Daddy's curls are strong genes" and "Lucky girl got the best features from both parents." She even bought matching father-daughter headbands for our curly hair club. Here's where it gets complicated. Rachel has pin straight hair too, and last week she started getting curious about the genetics. She's been researching our family histories, calling both our moms to ask about curly-haired relatives. When she couldn't find any on either side going back 3 generations, she started making jokes about some mystery ancestor blessing Mia with beautiful curls. The situation got worse when we visited my parents last weekend. My mom pulled out old photo albums, and Rachel found my high school graduation picture with completely straight hair slicked back with gel. When she asked about it, I panicked and said I used to chemically straighten my hair as a teenager because I was self-conscious about my curls. But Rachel's not buying my explanation. She keeps studying baby photos of both of us, muttering about scientifically impossible genetics. She even called her sister Amy, who's a pediatric nurse, to ask detailed questions about how hair texture gets passed down through families. Amy apparently told her that 2 straight-haired parents having a curly-haired child is extremely rare without some recessive genes somewhere. The pressure's building because my last perm is growing out badly. My roots are showing completely straight hair, and the curls are getting looser every day. Rachel noticed yesterday morning and asked why my hair looks so different lately and whether I've been using new products. I told her it's just stress from being a new dad, but she keeps touching it and frowning. Things escalated last night when Rachel suggested getting one of those Ancestry DNA kits for Mia, just for fun, to see what other genetic surprises might be hiding in our family background. She's convinced there must be some unknown curly-haired relatives that would explain everything. I've been dodging the DNA conversation, but she already ordered the kit online. It arrives Thursday. Meanwhile, my next perm appointment is scheduled for next week, but Rachel wants to come with me to finally meet my college buddy Mike, who I supposedly visit so often. I obviously can't bring her to a hair salon, so I've been making excuses about Mike being busy with work. The worst part happened this morning. Rachel was changing Mia's diaper when she noticed something that made her freeze. She called me over and pointed to a tiny birthmark on Mia's shoulder, shaped exactly like a crescent moon. "That's so weird," Rachel said, studying it carefully. "My ex-boyfriend Kevin had the exact same birthmark in the exact same spot. I always thought it was so unique." My blood went cold. Kevin is Rachel's ex from 2 years before we met. They dated for 8 months, and Rachel always said he was the one that got away, until his job transferred him across the country. Rachel kept staring at the birthmark, then at Mia's curls, then back at the birthmark. "This is probably just a coincidence, right?" she asked, but her voice sounded uncertain. Now I'm realizing the timeline might work. Rachel and I started dating in March, but she mentioned having a closure dinner with Kevin when he came back to town in February to pack up his apartment. Mia was born exactly 9 months after that dinner. Rachel hasn't said anything else about Kevin, but she's been acting strange all day. She keeps looking at Mia like she's seeing her for the first time, and she's stopped making comments about the curly hair genetics. The DNA results came in yesterday. Paternal match not